Good evening, everybody. This is AI Dungeon Crawlers. Today is Thursday, June 9th, 2022, and welcome to the dungeon, where the four of us traverse the treacherous mind of a sinister AI, programmed with the insights of 10,000 authors, throwing pathetic fallacies at our every turn as we struggle to write the best story ham-fisted with poetic justice since Janet Jackson tried to coin the name. It's 1993. What a crazy year that was. I'd like to say thank you to our patrons, Twask and Katarina. If you want to join us on Patreon and support the show, you can click the link below. It really is the best way to support the show and guarantees we get most of the money, not Amazon or YouTube. That being said, we greatly appreciate any tips, bits, and subs. They don't go to waste. Thank you to King of Autumn for subscribing now for 10 months, and to my mother for subscribing for 9. We have a few new shows in the works, and we'd like to expand our presence, and the easiest way to have that happen faster is with audience support. Like you guys, thank you. Every little bit helps. And now, joining me tonight, he's a scrumptious sonnet. It's Eric Lehman. He's a luscious limerick. It's Jesse Beam. He's a hilarious haiku. It's Noah Schaefer. And me, an ode to sadness. Poetry in
about
motion.
something, Jack?
What's up?
Do you want to talk about something?
Well, no, absolutely not. I'm on a show, Eric. Let's save it for after.
All right.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Thank you, everybody, for putting up with our weird Monday night energy and internet problems, but we're back, and we are ready to dive into this world that we created a week ago today for this show. Eric, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Oh, it's so we're part of the Poetic Justice League, a group
Right.
of really. It's all coming back, Jack.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh,
I don't know
man.
why I didn't read this document before the show. I
Oh,
regret
man.
this.
Yeah, we have such amazing poets who have joined this, like Robert Burnsonator
Oh.
or Robert Frostbite.
Oh.
Lots of Roberts, really. A lot of
Oh, wow.
Roberts' name.
A lot of Roberts
Yeah.
out in the poetry
Anyways,
world.
it's going to be a lot of fun as we struggle to make a story that uses as much poetic justice as it possibly can have in it. It's going to be a blast. I'm really excited about it.
Oh, me too. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cool. And Jesse,
Yes.
when are we drinking today? Do you
Oh,
want to
well,
give us
you
the
see,
rundown?
we're part of the Poetic Justice League. We're searching for poetic justice. So why don't we drink every time something is just poetic?
Oh,
It's just poetry.
there it is. There it is. Nice. Cool. We discussed this before the show. We did.
Yeah,
We're
I know, I
seamless,
remember.
guys. Okay, cool. Thanks. Cool.
And my
What-
patter, of course. We're poets. Our words are sweet like honey. So I'm drinking mead because it's sweet like literal honey.
Nice. Love that. Eric, what are you drinking this week?
I'm drinking cognac I got at a wedding as a groomsman gift. Shout out to John
cognac
and
is-
Lisa, who just got married. Like, don't. That's not the most interesting
No, you're
thing
right.
about
Sorry,
what
I-
I just said. Shout out to John and Lisa. May you be happily married and having a good time in Aruba not watching this. You better not be watching.
Better not be watching. But what's cognac? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Jesus Christ.
Are you sure there's nothing you want to talk about? Jeff?
There's a lot I want to talk about, like what Noah's drinking this week. Hey, Noah.
Whoa. Yeah, that was just
That
poetry.
was just
then.
poetry.
Yeah,
Drink
yes.
into that.
To that, I would drink
That
to
Emperor's
too.
New Groove meme. What is that? I don't know what he says in that line. Poetry. It's just perfect. Just right. You know what I'm saying.
Thanks, Jeff.
Guys.
Noah, what are you drinking tonight?
Yeah, Noah.
Well, I'm drinking a beer from a place with a language that really just rolls off the tongue like poetry. I'm drinking a German beer,
Cool.
known for their poetic language. I'm drinking Dab.
Fantastic. But Noah, what's a beer? Because that's the most interesting part of this conversation.
Well, Jack,
No, all right,
when
friends.
a hop and
It's 21 after. It's a Thursday.
Barley
We've
love
literally
each other
never
very
been
much.
never been more late on this show.
It's
Weird.
just poetry.
Are we
technically
ready to
4
go?
days late, so.
And I've been drinking this cognac the whole time.
Oh, what kind of cognac is it, Eric?
Oh,
God
really?
damn it,
Cognac?
guys.
Would you like to know what cognac is?
Yeah. Sure, we got time. Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I brought this upon myself.
Wait, is that man sad, Noah, because half of his face is turning into the Prince symbol? Or why is he...
Wait, what is that? Is that the Prince symbol?
No, it is
No,
a
it's
P,
really
a J,
not.
and an L. What could that stand for?
That's us when we're Prince.
Oh,
That's when
it's
we
us.
make...
If my name was Paxson.
No, that's what happens when we try and make a record deal and they try and stiff us, so we all have to amalgamate to a single being to get away from licensing fees.
Oh, of course. Or it's also my favorite sandwich: peanut butter, jelly, and lemons.
That actually
Thursday
doesn't
night,
sound-
guys. This is the
just-
patter you can expect.
Just
That actually sounds
poetry?
good, I'm going to say.
Poetry. Yeah, you're right.
My father used to eat peanut butter, banana, cornflakes, and honey sandwiches.
Yeah.
I'm on board up till cornflakes.
It gives it a
everything
bit of
else sounds
crunch, though.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess. Just have toast.
I think it was in a Robert Munch book, and then he tried it.
It's like
he
putting
was just like
chips on like a deli sandwich. It just gives you a bit of crunch. I like that.
All right. Any other fun facts about what our dads eat, or shall we go into the show?
I use pickles instead of that to get the crunch, Jesse.
Oh, I do both
Ah,
because I'm a degenerate. What kind of pickles, Eric?
this thing on? All right. Well, I'm narrating this week, so I'm going right into
go
the
to the
show.
land of rainbow.
Let's go to the land of rainbows,
There
everybody.
we go.
Oh no, Country Buns is leaving. Goodbye,
Country Buns? Wait, could show everyone see you
I
next
feel
time?
like that was a joke.
Okay.
the
Your
land
dad
of
eats
rainbow.
cheese and jam?
Guys! Yes, my father eats cheese and jam sandwiches. This happened. I tried it for a brief period when I was young, convinced myself it was good, and then was awoken to the truth. It's horrendous. Let's move on.
Please.
The land of the rainbow is also known as the land of innocence. The land of rainbows is a land where the sun shines brighter, the flowers grow better, and the people live in peace and harmony. It is a land of laughter and dreams. It is a land of rainbows and many colors. It is a land of innocence and fairy tales. However, an evil force has risen from the depths of the land and is spreading darkness and chaos everywhere. Only one group of heroes, the Poetic Justice League, has risen to fight the evil and bring light back to the land. You are...
Say it.
Do it.
You are W.B. Yeats.
Yeah, boy.
A man of great knowledge. You've dedicated your life to the study of good poetry. You've met many friends and heroes on your journey, and I find that hard to believe. You have come to a point where you've realized that people don't always live up to their words. You decided it's up to the Poetic Justice League to spread the belief that the goodness will always win. You are filled with hope and love. You know that the Poetic Justice League will help bring light back to the world. You are waiting for battle. At any moment, evil could appear. You stand atop the Leprechaun Mountain, looking out at the land of rainbow. The land seems peaceful and serene, but as the sun sets, the shadows begin to lengthen.
Uh-oh.
You suddenly sense something evil near. You look around but see nothing. You try to remain calm, but you feel your heart beating rapidly. Soon you sense it. The evil is near. The sounds of feet shuffling make you turn. A tall, masked man begins to approach you. He has spiky black hair and is wearing a dark red suit. you say.
Speak, man. What do your words tell about you?
The masked man. I don't know how you know this, but the masked man smirks.
Maybe he's only wearing like one of those.
Gotcha.
Upper
The
on his
cowled
head.
man
Yeah.
smirks.
Do you really want to know? Who am I? I am the evil. I have come to spread my dark words throughout the world. My words will tell those who do not live up to their word. Screw the Poetic Justice League.
No, he didn't.
Oh, that's the least poetic statement a man could make. Truly is evil. You begin to panic. You realize that the evil is all around you. But you conjure up your gravimetric powers and try to fling the darkness away from you. You evoke your gravimetric powers and attempt to fling the darkness away from you. You try to fling it away, but you feel yourself falling into the darkness. You gaze around and realize that you've fallen into the evil's lair. The evil laughs evilly as you fall. You are falling into the depths of darkness. You look around, but see nothing but darkness.
All right. I've written the first stanza of a sonnet that I say. I'm going to
Oh,
try
okay.
and keep to sonnet form. Okay.
Are, for the whole show, you're
I
gonna
don't
write everything
know.
as a
Maybe.
sonnet?
Maybe. Who
This
knows,
is a
Jack?
All right. Can you remind us what sonnet form is?
A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, G, G.
Did you write all of that? 3 rhyming quatrains and a
No,
and
I
a
just
couplet?
wrote the first stanza.
Oh, I
which
see.
is-
Okay.
God, listen.
I've got a lot on my mind, Eric.
Oh my God, fuck. No, WB.
What happened?
All right, well, I
Did we get
say,
yeeted?
Oh, shoot.
fallen, you stand alone in the dark. No.
Oh, I don't see any text.
You
It's
don't?
there. Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, okay. Let me just do a refresh.
Sorry, I should
Yeah.
have said fallen I. I'm just going to change that.
Yeah, go ahead and edit that.
Fallen, I stand alone in the darkness. A poet is no stranger to despair. You think to fear. It shouldn't be Yule. It's changing.
Yeah,
Is it changing
I think
it?
it changed it.
Oh,
'cause
because
of,
there's no quotes.
No, but I put it under
Oh.
speak.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I'm dead sure I put I'll. You think to fear, I'll shake and acquiesce. You think I'm trapped. Damn it. I swear.
I'm still shopping it around.
It's just the first draft, guys.
Editors, you know?
Oh, man. I passed it around at my reading circle last week. They just tore it to shreds.
That fucking Shakespeare guy was just dumping all over it.
He's Shakespeare. He's really in his second person phase right now. You think I'm trapped, but he. No! 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 No!
Once we've edited it, Eric,
But
you
you
can go back
are
and give us a full
in-
pass if you want.
Yeah.
My damn you, bastard. All right, and wait a minute. I'm getting rid of the fact that I died.
Okay.
Wait, give it a.
Yeah,
amazing
nothing's,
content.
Oh, there we go. Here we go.
Wait a minute. Get dead.
Note, your character dies.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
getting rid of
All
that.
right, good save there.
All right. All right.
All right, take
And
it
I'm
again.
gonna go to
You are
story, and then
falling
I'm
into
just-
the depths of darkness. You look around but see nothing but darkness, and you say,
Fallen, I stand alone in the darkness. A poet is no stranger to despair. You think to fear, I'll shake and acquiesce. You think I'm trapped, but you are in my lair.
The Poetic Justice League. Here are some character bios. WD. All right.
Oh, I thought maybe this was like a cold open, and then that was like the title credits going up.
We can't allow the AI to do this.
No.
As fun as that is, I don't want it running away with my ball. You continue to fall into darkness. You continue to fall. You fall into the evil's deep, dark lair. You look around in horror. You see nothing but darkness and evil. You slowly try to feel around in the darkness until you see a large creature. You try to run towards it, but a large hand grabs hold of your leg. Oh, nothing
Also-
scarier than big hands.
Can I point out that Noah has drawn this man incredibly jacked under that suit?
Whoa! Is this WB Yeats?
I don't know what kind of. I mean, they're Poetic Justice League.
Yeah,
Like they're
sure.
Justice League. I
Yeah.
don't know. Do we think that they're superheroes, or are they just taking?
I think they're as if He-Man was a poet.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yes.
I
thinking.
kind of love the fact that you can see his pecs through his vest.
Yeah, he's wearing like 3 layers and a cravat, but he's still full metal definition at all times.
Chat is currently trying to figure out the mystery behind Country Bun's screen name.
Oh, I think we were literally talking about
Yeah.
this right before the show. It's like a painting. It means whatever you want it to mean.
Just like poetry, baby.
Just like poetry.
I'll drink
That's
to that.
just poetry. Shout out as well to Eric's wonderful sonnet. The
First stanza of the song.
I was about to say the first stanza.
Thank you.
You're okay. Well, it doesn't mean anything if you've yelled at me first. You once again use your gravimetric powers to wrench the hand off of your leg and yeet it towards the giant monster.
Yeah.
WB Yeats, baby.
You use your gravimetric powers to wrench the hand off of your leg and thrust it towards the
come on.
giant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like, I don't want ye.
You hear a loud grunt as the giant monster is hit with the evil's hand. You struggle to run, but you feel something grab onto you.
Oh, not again.
You try once again to wrench it away, but the evil has you in his grasp.
Oh, both literally and metaphorically.
Yeet as you might, you cannot unyeet evil itself.
It cannot be Jotun.
Is that the canonical past tense?
It
of
is
yeet?
now, yes.
Oh, Lord.
All right, let's see what we say. I'm
Oh,
going to stay on
absolutely.
do. I'm trying something new, chat. I'm trying to not do story as much. We're going to do
Ooh.
do's and says, all right?
Ooh, keeping it as an adventure game. I'm down for this.
Yeah, I find I do story a lot, too.
You look the evil square in the eye and say, you continue to sink deeper into darkness and evil. You
He just
continue to
says
fall.
nothing.
You continue to gaze into the eyes of the evil. You look the evil square in the eye and say, you look into the evil's eyes. You look at the evil's dark
We're
mask.
retrying. Fuck it.
All right, thank
I'm
God.
drinking to forget.
All right, everybody drink to forget. How's that cognac?
Yeah, much like a solid cognac, yeah.
What brand is it?
Hennessy's.
Oh.
Oh, I thought cognac was a brand. Now I'm confused.
Ha ha, Jack.
Damn
Just poetry. I
Just
don't know.
the poetry. I'm an idiot. Just poetry. You gaze your gaze is fixed on the eyes of the evil being in front of you. You become mesmerized with his eyes. You seem to be glowing and bringing light to the darkness. You begin to speak.
All right.
Just hitting enter, but this
All
time
right,
on story.
dialogue AI.
God, come on, man.
You begin to speak, but you take a long time to do so, gathering your thoughts.
But before you can say anything, you fall into the.
You fall deep into his eyes.
I hit enter. It just added a single quotation mark.
You begin.
You begin to speak.
Look, guys. I know what's next.
Look,
This is up to you.
A poet doesn't say their mind until they know exactly what they mean to
Yes.
say.
You begin to speak.
Ooh.
You are in the presence of the Poetic Justice League, and we will defeat you. You are the ones who spread darkness and evil throughout the land of rainbows. This is the most He-Man fucking thing in the world. You are evil. We will defeat you.
The evil laughs again. You begin to feel frustrated. You think to yourself,
This is really stupid. Why am I even here?
we cut to a commercial break so we can sell you toys.
Yeah. This
Come
is the
get your
classic
copy
hero
of
doubting themselves.
WB Yeats, now with sleeve ripping action.
It's like his kung fu grip, but he's just like ripping a poetry book in half.
Oh my God.
I think he has a catapult arm.
Yeah,
with
like-
a long, but like a long like clear plexiglass or something like thing to make it look like he's throwing things with his gravimetric powers.
Yeah, amazing.
We call
you
him
can
the
put
Yeats.
anything into his gravimetric hand.
We call it the Yeats trebuchet.
Oh, maybe it's like, wasn't there was a game where it was kind of like foosball, but it was basketball, and the players would all have like catapult arms, and you'd try and
What?
hit the
What?
basketball into a basket.
What?
What?
Yeah, I don't
Hold
think it
on.
was a full table, but I
Ball, but for
maybe I'm making this up. But
basketball.
that's what I'm picturing.
Hold
You
on.
load a book into his hand, and he just
Yeah.
flicks it, and you try and get it into the goal.
Let's see here. Foosketball. Is that really what it's called?
I don't know.
Like
Foosketball.
Like I'm
It's a
picturing
Hasbro
like
game.
okay.
It's indeed two plastic men standing in front of each other on a basketball court with outlandishly, horrifically large hands extending
They're like
above and
shovels
below
or
them.
something.
Their hands with unnaturally long fingers and arms that twist in human ways as they're trapped in this eternal hell game of foosketball.
I don't even know.
It costs $32 on Amazon.
I don't know how
You
this was
too
in my
can
brain.
have a copy. Wow, this is the stuff of nightmares.
I must have seen it at a garage sale when I was 5 and just been like, "What the hell is that?"
Absolutely. Interesting. Here we go. My dad says it's like Jackson playing the piano. Are we referring to
Abnormally large hands. What is
inhuman hellscape with abnormally long arms twisting and contorting? King of Autumn says this calls for William Swordsworth and Oscar Wildman,
Aha. Maybe we
two
need
other
backup.
members of the Poetic Justice League. I wonder if
All right.
Eric will call upon them.
We're gonna go wild. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I'm ready
but
for this.
I think we're gonna call them. Yeah.
This is really stupid. Why am I even here? You reach out to anything you can grasp with your gravimetric powers. The world around you begins to twist and whirl as you yeet anything you can, trying to destroy the darkness. You continue to struggle and try to dodge the evil hands that are reaching out towards you. You feel like nothing is working, and you slowly fall into darkness.
Oh, no.
You try to think of what to do next. Well, Eric, are you trying to think of what to do next?
While he's thinking, shout out to this, Noah. This is terrifying. This is awesome.
Oh, God. Look at that. I don't see a mask on that darkness.
Well, it's hard to see because it's in the darkness.
Oh, there it is. A brilliant white mask of light. A yin to his yang, hiding his identity. There's poetry or something. I don't know. Alternatively, safety glasses, because it's all a science experiment or a
Superhero
metaphor
safety
for
glasses.
Watergate. I don't know. What year was this released again?
Country Buns just came up with a great one that we missed on World Building. Look at that.
What's that?
Emily Kickinson.
Oh man, can I generate Emily Kickinson?
Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
let's
All
do
right,
it.
I'm gonna go.
That
I'm
one's
gonna go
for
punch her into
free
the world.
because it's so great.
It's so good. Character. Emily Kickinson. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying as I'm trying to think of what to do.
Okay. Genre. I'm gonna make that a superhero, and I'm gonna make her a member of the Poetic Justice League.
It was a late stage addition to
Yes.
the storyline.
Join the second season.
Yeah,
The second line of toys when they realized that there was an entire female market they haven't tapped into.
yeah. The She-Ra to this He-Man.
Well, all right, here's an interesting take. Emily Kickinson is a young woman who, as a child, was badly burned in a fire. She wears a mask that covers her face and a cape that is made of a dragon's skin. Emily has powerful magic and has mastered the fine art of fire magic. Nothing to do with kicks, but is pretty cool. So, welcome to the team, Emily Kickinson.
Well, they came up with a name. They were just like, that's just a cool name, but we can't just have kicks.
They actually they modeled a couple of toys around the idea of a kicking action,
Yeah.
but found that it kept making the toy fall over, and they were like, we need something else. So they gave her those like fire blasty hands, and instead gave her really cool shoes.
She's got great kicks.
Great kicks. All right, how goes the thinking of what to do next, Eric? You're writing the next great childhood 80s television show. We got to sell toys, so the more toys you can pack into this, the better.
Well, I've added William Swordsworth with his he has a redactable line of poetry that he can swing on.
A redactable line of poetry?
Yeah, it extends as much as he needs to, and then redacts into a collapsible.
With redaction action, as it says.
as you would. As you would, yes.
Oh, man. Noah, we need all of these commercials.
Yeah, I propose
hold
a
on.
new drinking game where we drink every time something would make an excellent toy.
Excellent toy. Just poetry. these
Just
toys.
poetry.
Hold on, where is it? You try to think of what to do next. Here it is. As a world around you dims, you hear the throaty chortle of a swashbuckling rogue.
Laying down on the job, WB!
That's throaty as they come, calls William Swordsworth as he swings in on his redactable line of poetry.
Ha!
He lands among the darkness, swords flashing. William continues to swing his swords. You begin to cast a spell.
Elemental blinds!
You say, you conjure your magic and attempt to bind the evil creature. William continues to swing his swords. You continue to cast your spell. We'll be right back. We only have 3 animations per episode. We've got to make the most of them.
All right.
Oh, no, are you drawing the redactable line of poetry? Because I want to see what that looks like.
Trying to figure it out.
Redactable blinds for those nefarious ice and fire-based windows.
Aha!
Gotta keep those blinds clean. Incredible. King of Autumn says, The Poetic Justice League, a 1994 kids show, but it failed because the studio made the show air at 8 p.m. Oh, man. This bridges the gap between, like, Adult Swim and real childhood entertainment, but they still marketed to after school, just didn't get the right slot in place. Truly depressing.
It was a whole thing with the studio. It's really too bad.
No. What studio did it air on?
Child Swim. I regret saying that.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. When did Adult Swim become a thing? When did that begin?
I want to say like
It feels like
early
fairly-
2000s.
I was gonna say
really?
like 2003. That kind of.
2001. Wow. Okay. I genuinely thought it was like a 2010s thing, but they must have done
really?
a big rebrand or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, because it was right when like Family Guy and all of those shows were starting to hit the air, and so Adult Swim was like, all right, let's snap those up.
All right. Well, it doesn't quite feel like those shows then. This really does feel like
Yeah.
we're trying to sell kids toys, and we're also, at least the original image of it was to teach them about poetic justice, literary devices, and how to be good storytellers.
This feels closer to, did you guys ever see, because there was Teletoon, and then there was like Teletoon Retro, then they had Teletoon at Night, which was
I do
like
kind of
our,
remember this.
It was kind of like our Adult Swim before Canada got Adult Swim.
Oh, okay.
So this feels more like a Teletoon thing, where it's like still kiddish but aimed a little older.
So you're telling me that all the cool 14-year-old kids in the yard are talking about Pokemon and Poetic Justice
Hell
League?
yeah, they are.
Oh, amazing. Fantastic.
But again, it aired at night when most of the kids were asleep, so it never really
But it's
took
one of those
off.
shows that you like. You skip over your bedtime and you're gonna sneak
you
downstairs and
sneak
you're gonna watch
downstairs.
Poetic Justice.
You're going to have
League.
the volume down low just to make sure.
Oh man, there's nothing salacious about this show. It's kind of weird if your mom comes downstairs and you're just like watching men with swords and literary themed names fight each other, and you're
Well,
like,
it was all the violence, right?
Oh,
All
it's
of that
incredibly
sword
violent.
swinging, yeah.
Yeah, they tried to make poetry cool. you
Yeah.
know.
Well, I think they're succeeding. William continues to swing his swords. You continue to cast your spell. A growl sounds in the darkness as a hulking picture of a man emerges from behind the evil.
It looks like your picture is about to be torn.
Says the feral Oscar Wildman as he bounces at the evil source, foe the darkness,
Of the
his
shit.
lupine frame bulging.
Algorithmic tomfoolery!
The sound is sudden and unexpected. You see the rogue William trying to dodge the grisly image.
He seems to be somewhat skilled, but he's got no speed.
Says Oscar as he dodges a swinging arm.
Move over and let me do my job. I've got this.
I love Oscar Wildeman. He's my favorite.
Trying to make him flamboyant,
man.
but also feral. I don't know.
Yeah, feral and flamboyant.
It's there somewhere.
Oh man, Noah, look, I know you've got important things to draw. Can you please draw me a mint condition Oscar Wildeman like in package, please?
Okay.
His rookie
you want
card.
The toy. You want the
what he
toy.
had. Do you remember those ones where their chest would open up and then you could flip the head around?
Oh
Yes!
yeah.
He would have the
Yes!
feral head and the regular head.
Oh man, that's it. Yes, please. Oh Noah, no, come on, don't tell me this
Okay.
is the line.
No, it's not. All right, just know that I'm not drawing any action for the next little bit. I am
That is
focused.
A-okay by me. Please, thank you. You can't judge us. You went to Comic-Con and drew a butterbee on a Post-it note. I follow you on Instagram. Come on. At Noah's Artisphere, thank you.
His canvas is at least twice the size of a Post-it. That's plenty of room.
Ideally. Good Lord, sorry. Oh, here we go. All right, so we're fighting in the pit of darkness.
I'm gonna try and do say again.
Okay.
I just want to see if it changes I to you again if I say it right.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't because that was really odd.
Yeah.
I wonder if what I want to know is algorithmic tomfoolery. Does anybody know what algorithmic means?
I do not. Was that an Eric thing or an AI thing?
That's an AI thing.
Oh.
It doesn't seem to be a word.
Algorithmic.
Maybe I was trying to say
Algorithmic.
algorithmic.
Yeah, it corrects to algorithmic.
I think it's an elemental algorithm
Because
because we
Ooh.
used elemental something or other before. I don't know.
Oscar
That makes
Wilde
sense.
was
So
well known
it-
for his algorithm.
No, it's the math, the science
Yeah,
behind
there it is,
twisting the elements.
Right.
It's called like algorithm. Sorry, algorithmic pyromancy or whatever.
I mean,
so algorithmic tomfoolery.
that's a pretty
is-
cool
is-
idea.
Yeah, that's
I
actually
might
kinda
steal
fun.
that for a D&D game.
Just like mathematical science
Yeah,
magic.
mathemagic.
I'm kinda into that. Mathemagic. No, that's so easy. Okay, you say.
Oh shit! Hold him down, and I will imprison him.
You attempt to bind the evil source of the darkness. William continues to swing his swords. You continue to cast your spell.
Incarcerous magics.
You command. That's amazing. You're binding him with incarcerous
Incarcerous
magics.
magics. Yeah, that's just poetry.
Oh,
Why,
yeah,
indeed,
yeah.
it's just poetry. You try to use your magic to bind the evil source of the darkness. It really is leaning into that He-Man.
I feel like we've accidentally found the perfect genre for the AI.
It had to only be this though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
nothing
sweet
else.
convergence. Of,
Yeah, and only this one scene of fighting things and shouting, two words coupled in fun ways.
Oh my god, Noah, when you were doing, I thought you were drawing like a cool helmet, and now I realize you were drawing the packaging that the toy is going to be in.
Yes!
That is
That
so
was-
cool.
That was the iconic hexagon of poetic justice. That
Yes!
Yeah,
It
I was
actually
like,
made
is
it
he doing,
really
like-
hard. Sorry, go ahead, dude.
No, I was like, is he like doing the head and then he's gonna zoom out to do, but then
Oh,
the
I see.
packaging.
No, this packaging made it impossible to hang the
Yeah.
toys next to each other, so they took up so much space on the shelf that they were practically in isolation.
Well,
It
that's
was
the
a
thing.
brilliant marketing move.
Yeah, exactly. They were trying to make it so that like it took up so much shelf space that like you couldn't put up anything next to it. Like it dominated the toy aisles for about a week in 1995.
Well, and I think that might have actually led to their downfall because Walmart's and Toys R Us's they would stop stocking them because they realized they could fit 2 toys on one rack instead of just one and double their profit. They got
Wow.
greedy, man.
Those incarcerous magics.
Carcerous bastards.
Those ergonomic mathematics. Incredible. Oh, you're adding some
Furry bracers. Look at that.
hairy
now
wrists.
we're getting into the actual
Oh,
design
wow.
of the toy.
Oh man, I'm so ready. He's got a what is
He's
this?
got the long coat. Yeah.
I love how broad
Victorian
he
top
is.
coat.
Oh wow.
Could his thing he comes with be an easel that he draws a picture of people on?
Oh, his
and then
Dorian Gray poster.
Then punches through it and kills them.
I was wondering, he needs a peripheral of some kind. Yeah. That's fantastic. And he's got the turning head and the easel punching action.
Yeah.
Now with easel punching action. That's the sticker on the front.
Wow. He's so top heavy and those legs are so small. I feel like he's going to fall over.
Well, I mean, Oscar Wilde was a top, right?
Jesus Christ.
I thought he swung.
I don't actually know anything about the guy.
Declared his brilliance. Oh, here we go. All right. You feel your magics binding the darkness as it writhes with incredulity.
I think that sentence was just poetry.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I, too, writhe with incredulity every night.
Oh, what you and Daniela do is your own business.
You feel your magics binding the darkness as it writhes with incredulity. You begin to feel a surge of power as darkness is dispelled and light shines through the lair. Da-da-da, victory sounds. You begin to feel the power of the light. You begin to feel the power of the light. The power of good and innocence. You begin to feel the poetry of innocence all around you.
This is so good. Guys, we succeeded at something in the AI.
We did it.
It's so rare.
The poetry of innocence. Good. Makes me writhe with incredulity.
Like in an innocent way, you know?
But, Eric, how you feeling? I'm sensing some, I don't know, is the cognac hitting you now, or is this...
Yeah, this isn't usually how my Thursdays are spent, so I gotta acclimate.
Yeah, okay.
All right, where the fuck do we go from here?
I don't know. It feels like the episode's concluded. Maybe we go on to
back to
episode 2.
You
back to the
turn
headquarters.
to well, we have to have a moment, I guess. With
Oh, you're
with
right.
your,
With the other heroes here.
Your compatriots, Oscar.
Having way too much-
Man.
But speaking of which, dude,
This
having
looks
too
so
much-
good.
I'm having too much fun right now.
I love his hair is amazing. He's busting out of his coat. I like how every hero in this show has removed their sleeves.
I'm just saying, look, if you like the idea of this action franchise, as so many children did in the 90s,
Yeah.
why don't you donate to get it set up again at our Patreon? Links
Yeah.
down below in the description.
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe we could have a limited run again of some
Of
special
the-
edition Oscar
my
Wildman.
God.
We've got the design. All we need is an injection molder, and we're good, right?
What would the process of getting your own custom toy made be?
I think it depends on how complicated.
Well, I mean, we want that portrait punching power. So.
But with 3D printers, look, if we have enough to get a 3D printer,
That's what it
which
is.
I have wanted to get for so long.
This is just an excuse to get a 3D printer.
Actually,
As many things in my life
I know someone who could absolutely print this full size for us. like they've printed things that are like the size of a large D&D mini. Like it's
Yeah.
pretty.
All right. That's true. Yeah. I've seen a lot of people. That's one of the reasons I would want to get a 3D printer. See how
You
the
need a
print your
big
own
honking
minis?
one for those big ones, though.
Man. An inscrutable logo, much like the Poetic Justice League themselves. The L in the middle makes it impossible to write it all out stylistically. Many parents looked at this and thought it was some kind of occult symbol, pushing it towards the
Many
satanic
other-
panic of the mid to late 90s.
Another thought it was a man on his knees with an erection.
Many covered it with the price tag, just to avoid this confusion. Noah, now is the defining day. How much did this cost? $5.99. What a
It was
steal.
1992.
Ah, okay,
That
that's
Wow.
was
true,
pretty
yeah.
expensive.
What is that? What is that in inflation
94.
here?
Yeah, let's find
in
out.
inflation dollars. 1994 to 2022. Sorry, I know we have more text, but this is important. No, not 1894. 1994. I was like $134.
That's when Oscar Wilde was still relevant.
Here we go. $1 was worth $1.95.
So
So it's like $12.
basically,
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty reasonable for a
Yeah.
toy. All right, okay, sorry.
That's actually
That's
fairly
irrelevant.
expensive, I would imagine.
Yeah, for
Which
a
is
kid.
also part of the downfall.
Yeah. They
got
flew too close to the sun. They put too many features. They couldn't
I mean,
keep the
surely
price down.
those arms don't move. I
Yeah.
don't know how it punches the portrait.
It's on a spring-loaded mechanism.
God, like a nutcracker.
Yeah.
Like the real Oscar Wilde. The poetry of innocence stronger than evil. You turn to see the dark. Wait, shoot. Begin to feel. Wait.
You
Where is
turn
it?
to your compatriots is where I started writing.
I'm sorry. You turn. Thank you. You turn to your compatriots. I can read Oscar Wildman and William Swordsworth, and you say,
The poetry of innocence is stronger than the darkness for righteousness, and hope and kindness are stronger than evil.
"You turn to see the darkness disappearing."
Who could forget that long catch line? Poetic Justice League.
Emblazoned on every package.
That's across the back of every single.
He-Man's got "I've got the power" or "I have the power" or whatever.
Truth, justice, American way.
Way,
You know,
yeah.
like
The Poetic Justice League had "The poetry of innocence is stronger than the darkness, for righteousness and hope and kindness are stronger than evil." You turn to see the darkness disappearing. You turn and see the evil source of darkness dissolving into a puddle of darkness. You turn to see Oscar Wildman and William Swordsworth fighting the evil source of the darkness, now a puddle on the ground.
I'll get you, puddle.
kind of pathetic seeing two grown men fighting a puddle.
It is. They've got their Wellingtons on. They're just jumping around, enjoying a wonderful afternoon now. Thank you, Noah. Do you want me to read it again so you could fit it on there, or are you
Oh
just
no,
giving
it's
up?
quite okay. I have the game open. I can read it.
Okay. Cool. Just thought in case you needed it.
I also like that instead of just copy pasting the next toy in the line, you're actually drawing it out.
Yeah, what? And drawing it seemingly one for one.
It's a talented
All right.
man.
Thank you for this, Noah. This is a dream come true for me. I know that there's a lot of action, like two grown poets punching a puddle, that you could be drawing right now.
Oh, okay. I mean, sorry. Give me a
No,
second.
I was just saying that was fully worthwhile.
We'll just have.
Jesse, what was your favorite episode of this TV show?
Oh, well, there was the one where it was actually, like, you know how every TV show has the, what do you call it, like the bottle episode, or like the episode where like the action stakes are lower and it's all in one
place.
Yeah. So there's an episode where William Swordsworth actually lost the keys to the headquarters, and so they were tearing the whole place apart trying to find it, and it became them having to use their powers in various ways just to like keep the lights on. So
That's
like,
kind of fun.
yeah, so Wildman was like on a hamster wheel, like running and running and running to keep the generators going. Like it was a cool way of like looking at their powers outside of the context of just fighting, you know.
Of being in combat and stuff. Of the Poetic Justice League, who's your favorite?
Probably Swordsworth, because I'm just a fan of, you know, a master of the blade, right?
Sure.
And he always like he seemed to have a sword for everything. Like he had his combat swords, but then he'd pull out like his drawing swords or his whittling swords or his lock-picking swords, you know.
Whittling swords.
Yeah.
A lock-picking sword.
Yeah. Or he'd
Two
pull out like an
really
oversized
long
fork in
lock
order to eat, right?
Oh, wow. What a hero. A true patriot of the arts.
Mm-hmm.
Noah, thank you for drawing this. This is truly darkness vanquished. It's kind of pathetic seeing two grown men fighting a puddle. You turn and see the serene land of rainbow before you, and despite the peace that is once again returned, it is hard to shake the feeling that none of it is worth it. You wonder if it was all real or an illusion to a dream. You turn and see the familiar face of William Swordsworth.
We won!
He says. You turn, see a puddle of darkness.
Well, maybe not. Maybe that was just a puddle of darkness.
You begin to
Eats are
feel
such a
that it
killjoy.
is. You begin to feel that it is just a dream. Sorry, I just noticed the people's elbow coming in.
Oh, that Oscar Wilde man.
Just coming in.
Sorry, this is a really nice moment, but this is also a really nice moment on screen. So anyway, can we go back to maybe
Yeah,
not?
I'm so
maybe,
sorry. You
maybe
begin to
not.
feel. Oh, sorry. Yeah, well, maybe not.
Maybe that was just a puddle of darkness.
You begin to feel that it is just a dream.
And maybe none of this is real. Maybe we're just dreaming of rainbows.
That's poetry, guys. That's just
Shit.
poetry. Do wrestlers dream of electric rainbows?
I can't decide if
Wow.
this mead tasted better chilled or now that it's at room temperature.
I feel like this is a good place for a break. This is
Yeah. All
a
right.
regular act break.
That feels good to me. Eric, back on Monday, I asked you if you'd prepare a trivia game for us.
I do have a game, Jack.
Do you
I
have
thought
one?
You might ask me that.
I
today.
would again ask you yes.
as it is a continuation of Monday.
All right.
So I thought today it would be fun to test all of your senses of poetic justice.
Oh boy.
So I'm going to present to you a scene, and I'm going to ask you to tell me what's the poetic justice or injustice.
Oh boy.
In Dublin, a man lies unconscious in the middle of the street, a brick beside his head. Why is it poetic justice? This is a true story, by the way.
Because he slept with the bricklayer. He laid the bricklayer, and the brick laid him.
That's not poetic justice. That's poetic. That's irony.
Oh.
And actually,
He-
the irony would be if he tried to hit on the bricklayer, and then instead
The brick hit
the
him.
brick laid on him.
Yeah. All right.
He
Did he punch a wall?
Brick punched back. I'm gonna give you half a point for that.
All right.
Did he built the building according to shoddy building codes, but when it fell apart, he was the one that got injured?
No, not that. Noah, do you have an idea?
I
gonna
got
give-
nothing.
I'm gonna give you one more hint. Beside him is a pristine Mercedes-Benz.
Well, that elucidates it all. That just clears it right up.
All right. Caught on the Pheasant Pub's public camera, a man tried to break into a pristine Mercedes-Benz by throwing a brick through the driver's side window. It didn't happen, so he retrieved the brick and went to the passenger side window, where he proceeded to throw the brick again at the Mercedes-Benz. But the car decided to throw the brick back and hit him in the face and knocked him out.
Ireland,
right.
where even the cars fight back.
It was a wonderful Christmas morning, and a family in where were they? A family in Kentucky awoke, expecting to look on their lawn, and see the gigantic 16-foot snowman that they had built previously the day before in wonderful mirth and merriment. But instead of just seeing the snowman, which was still there, I might add,
Ooh.
they also saw tire treads leading up directly towards the snowman, and the front half of it broken away. But
Wait,
But
of the snowman broken away?
of the snowman broken away.
Okay.
But what was the thing that really made the driver who tried to break down this symbol of mirth and merriment really a symbol, an experience of poetic justice?
I'm gonna say that it was built around a fire hydrant.
So close.
Oh,
so close.
God.
Um,
Dang it, I know it.
What was it,
No.
Noah? Go, shout.
Go,
There are
go,
no
shout it,
rules.
yeah.
No, I want to. It wasn't a tree.
It was a
hiding
tree. Stop!
oh, the
Yeah,
poetic
they-
justice. Oh, it's
Yeah.
so rife.
Yeah, so Cody Lutz and his fiancée, Laura Sondfire, and soon-to-be sister-in-law, Lucy Sondfire, decided to build a large snowman when a man in the night tried to break it down. What a brick.
Yeah.
Yeah, according to Lutz gave a statement to the media, said, "What they didn't count on is the massive stump in the center. Life's hard, but it's much harder when you're stupid."
I can attest to that. Incredible.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right. A woman was awarded $8 million for wrongful disemployment from Chipotle. All right, you got that? That's pretty like self-explanatory. But why was it poetic justice?
Wrongful employment or
Yeah,
termination
why
of
is it?
employment.
Why is it poetic justice that she was awarded $8 million for wrongful termination?
They accused her of stealing $800 from the till.
Oh my God, you're so close. It's $626.
Get out!
Yeah. Jesse
Fantastic.
I'm gonna give Jesse 2 points because he was within like $100 and $200 of the actual.
I just assumed that it was the coincidence of 8.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
Incredible.
But why 226? Like, what a weird thing, right? Yeah, and then
That must
Yeah.
be like the
Fantastic.
price of like a whole, I don't know, 2 days. worth
One
of-
burrito.
That's the price of extra guac.
Chipotle inflation, my dudes.
Oh man,
All
that's like $3 in 1889.
A car. All right. A car was found in a car park. I'm gonna say this one's this is an example of poetic injustice, even though it kind of is. He parked on the lines within a car park, where it happened to be a pipe had burst, covering his car in ice.
Oh.
Why is it poetic injustice?
Is it because he was a landscaper ice remover truck? Like it was his company truck?
It was a convertible.
Again, that would that would be unfortunate and irony.
Poetic
Why do you think he
injustice.
was? Why do you think he was so eager to park inside and not outside? Why would he break the rules per se and park on the lines?
Because the car park was full and he was cheating it.
Was he in a rush? Did he have an interview? Was there a snowstorm outside?
He thawing a turkey.
I'm gonna give Jack the point.
Oh,
He was outside was freezing rain.
oh, buddy. Oh, no. Oh, pal. Sometimes you just can't win. Take the L, buddy.
Last
All right.
one. Last
I'm half
one.
a point down. I want to pull this one through. I think I
Oh
can do it.
man. All right. This is the tragic case of Troy Leon Grieg, who died in a bar fight.
Okay.
But why was it poetic justice that he died in a bar fight?
He was there to stop the bar fight.
No, that would be a severe injustice. If he,
Well, that's a form of justice.
I suppose, yeah. There's an underground fighting ring underneath the bar. And he was there to stop that.
no.
He started the bar fight.
Is this poetic justice, you say, or
Justice.
injustice?
Yeah, this is justice.
Ooh, that he died in a bar fight.
Yeah.
He
Was
was
he
there to
drunken?
foreclose on the bar, and everyone got mad and beat him up.
It's mob justice.
No, man.
That's still justice, but
Mobs are poetry to me.
It's the poetry of the
Can we-
masses.
was he
Can we get,
claiming
like,
that he
a-
was
Go ahead,
claiming that he could never die? I don't know.
No.
Is
I'm
there
gonna
a-
give you 10 second 10.
Can we get like a hint of some
9.
kind, maybe?
He definitely was running that day. 6.
He was
5.
a politician.
No, he wasn't a politician.
You have bad cardio.
Every time, Jesse, I keep telling you, every time a politician dies, it's not poetic justice.
That's what you think, Eric.
3.
Shit.
2,
No,
one.
damn it.
He was just escaped that day from prison where he was about to be executed.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Buddy, just go home. Go anywhere. Start a farm.
You know what I need? I need a drink. Let's go.
Wow. And not
Jesse
only
takes
that,
it.
oh, damn it, Jesse, no.
Ha ha ha.
All right, that was my game, everybody.
Thanks for running that, Eric. That was fun. Wow. Turns out I don't know the difference between poetic justice and irony.
And mob rule.
Mob rules. Oh, Lord. All right, Jesse. You want to give us a recap of the story so far before we dive into part 2?
You bet I do.
All right. Go ahead.
We are WB Yeats, an upstanding member of the Poetic Justice League. We are battling the evil darkness that is swarming the land. We have fallen into the pit of darkness, and on the way down, we are trying to yeet things at it, but it's just not working. So we call upon other members of the Poetic Justice League. We call upon our friend William Swordsworth. We call upon the effervescent Oscar Wildman, available for $5.99 at your local Walmart. And together, we defeat the darkness. It retreats into a puddle. The day is won, but perhaps it isn't. Perhaps it's all a dream. We shall find out in part 2.
Classic children's television, making you doubt reality itself.
Next time on Poetic Justice League.
All right. So let's see here. The next day, you wake up to Emily Kickinson pounding on your door.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
She shouts.
It's real! This world is real!
Well, that's that problem solved.
What?
The world is at war, and we've got to save the world, please!
She says as she falls to her knees.
Emily, wake up.
You tell her. Oh,
Say,
boy.
the world is always at war.
There it is. Nice. Good save. That's that 90s mentality that makes us love it so much.
At war.
Incredible. Emily, wake up. The poetry of innocence is stronger than the darkness, for righteousness and hope and kindness are stronger than evil.
I know.
Hello, Emily.
We don't have time for the catchphrase. We have to go to war.
You guys are having a catchphrase so long that people have to say, stop. We don't have time for it right now. All right. Wake up, you say. All right. You tell her.
Yeah, come on. It's not loaded for me. The world is always at war. Which one do you mean this time?
Says you.
Says you.
That's what it gave you.
Oh, that's all it did.
That's all it did. That's all she wrote.
That's
AI.
all that Dickinson.
Get your stuff together. That's all that Dickinson wrote. Wow. Verbose.
Hello, Mr. Darcy. The world is always at war.
That's not Emily Dickinson.
That's Bronte.
No, that's shoot.
Austin.
Austin. It's Jane Austen.
I just said
Shut up,
Austin.
Jack.
No, I didn't even say it. I was the last one to arrive to this conclusion.
Point for Noah.
No, oh, come on. The game's over. I can't lose that bad.
We have to take away from Jack for calling someone out and not knowing it too. Jack
Yeah, it's
loses
true.
a
You
point.
got me there.
Oh,
I
you're right.
knew what it wasn't.
That's all.
Let's move on. That's all that matters in this world. Why don't we go back to Emily Wake Up?
All right. Emily, wake up.
You tell her.
The world is always at war. Which one do you mean this time?
A bad one.
She says. You open your door and Emily rushes in.
Where are we going?
To the Library of Poetry. Wait, Jack, can you give us the classic, like when I say
Oh,
to
yeah,
the,
of
and then
course.
give us the little sting? Wait.
Yes.
To the Library of Poetry. I need to find out everything I can about poetry and good poetry.
You go to the Library of Poetry. You find a book about good poetry.
Is this Emily or is this Yeats who goes?
Well, let's
"Enough!"
find out.
I think it's me. I say enough.
What? Noah!
What?
It was all I had. I had a point and a half and you took it away from me.
Also, Country Buns gets 2 points for Stone Cold Jane Austen.
It's pretty great. Incredible. Look, I'm going to be the first one to say the Library of Poetry. Terrible theme. It's forgettable and it has no harmonic resonance with the world at all.
It kind of
But
sounds
you
like
know
the
what?
first half of "For He's a Jolly Good Fellow."
Wow, we did it.
Where's that ode to joy again?
Yeah. Wait, can you do the pitch bend on this setting?
Oh, I can't on this piano. I don't
damn
have the
it.
pitch bend on it. Yeah. Because we were having some issues with Discord, I'm doing the show just off of my piano today, not with any of my virtual instruments. So sadly, this doesn't do anything. It lights up though. Look at this little light bar go.
yeah.
Isn't that fun?
Wait, what does that do when it? Like, is that a touch screen thing?
No, this is the expression slider.
Oh.
In most instruments, it just turns the volume of the instrument
I
up
see.
and down. In some, it adds vibrato.
Oh.
Yeah, but not for most. All right, who says enough?
I do.
All right, go for it.
Enough!
You say,
Every day is the same. I can't keep doing this. Running to the library, defeating vague evil, then sleeping and doing it again. There must be more to life.
you say it again, a second time.
Time.
You
That
begin
was
to
the commercial
wander.
break. We come back from
Oh,
the
okay.
break.
Like I was
Last
saying.
time. You begin to wander around town. You come upon a sign for Yeats Apothecary. You open the door and explore the shop. Is this your family's business?
Ooh, we own our own apothecary.
Feels like your dad or your mom has good old Yeats Apothecary. Also, I'm gonna. Do you mind if I delete this repeat? I don't want the AI to get into this habit.
No, it's not a repeat. Every time you say do or speak, it just says it again
Yeah,
underneath.
Inputs it into the paragraph.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
shoot.
I think the speech bubble bit is not actually in the game.
Oh, okay, cool.
I say that, but then fuck.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay. You open the door and explore the shop. Just as you've left it, you walk up to the counter. You walk up to the counter. There's no one there. You walk up to the counter. There's no one there. You walk up to the counter. There's no one there. You walk up to the counter. There's someone there.
Oh.
You walk up to the counter. There is someone there. You walk up to the counter. There's someone there. You walk up to the counter.
See, now this is secretly brilliant because Yeats just finished saying he can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. And this is a
Just,
montage of him doing it over and over again.
It's just poetry.
I love surrealist poetry.
Do you, Noah?
Anyways,
That was a loud silence.
It's all in the face.
Let me see. Who's a
Ah,
who-
crap.
Uh-oh.
I don't mean Eli. Shit.
until Eli attacks.
I meant evil.
Oh,
I was gonna write more. I hit enter.
An eel.
the
was
aisle. Yeah.
This is a
here.
poem I wrote.
Hello.
We're gonna
I've
undo
been working
that.
really hard on this one.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna
Lord.
start with a line break.
Okay, cool. That's a good start. Welcome to Yeats Apoth.
We got a farm out back. Yeats beats.
Oh, wow. And then we also have a DJ's house nearby called Yeats Beats as well.
I also
Yeats
run a butcher
meats.
shop. I run a butcher shop. It's Yeats Meats.
Yeah, all of this on Yeats Street, singular. Yeah, so it's kind of broken.
Our family owns the whole district.
Yeah.
So in fact, it makes up many Yeats streets.
Yeah. This is my shoe store, Yeats Feets. All right.
Come
There's
in
someone
and kick
there.
off your shoes.
You walk up to the counter. This is all life is
I
until.
Wait a minute. I should get rid of this. And then hit enter, and then hit redo. Sorry.
Cool. Are we getting rid of those repeat there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of. I didn't. I thought I got rid of the Eli thing, but I apparently didn't. So.
There is someone there. You walk up to the counter. This is all life is until evil attacks and it fills you with sadness. You begin to cry. 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 But never do.
It's one tear for every piece of injustice you've ever witnessed.
but none of them arrive, for you can only begin to cry. Once you've finished beginning to cry...
I have no tears and I must cry.
Oh, God. Oh, you dry? Is this him beginning to cry? To be honest, I don't know what Yates looks like enough to, like, say if your portrait of him thus far has been accurate.
Yeah, I don't know
He's
either.
much less angular.
Oh,
But
it's
we took
fine.
liberties, you know?
Yeah, it's a show. Your hero's got to be angular. The more angular, the better the show runs. You walk to the counter. Here we go. You begin to cry. The tears of a poet. You begin to cry. The tears of a poet. This continues on for some time. You continue to cry. The tears of a poet. You continue to cry. The tears of a poet. You continue to cry.
All right. The tears of a poet. I'm gonna take some do. You. Oops.
Did you just look up a reference image and adjust your
No.
picture accordingly?
Nope, I'm just...
He's now played by Adam Driver. Or
Yeah, that's
not
why
Adam.
he looks a bit familiar. Adam Driver, circa 1994. This is his first big break with 16-year-old W.B. Yeats.
I could see Adam Driver as our main character for the movie adaptation for sure.
Yeah, he's constantly beginning to cry.
Yeah.
Constantly walking into buildings and approaching counters. All these classic Adam Driver-isms that we've known to love.
Hey, King of Adam, if you're here, can you hit us with a fan cast tonight? I want to see Adam Driver's co-stars.
I'm down for that. But these are all voice actors, right? Because it's an animated show.
Or is this like in the crop of live-action adaptations of old animated TV shows?
Oh, Christ, that is too specific a subsect. You leave the shop. You need to be anywhere but here. You run through the city of summer rain. You run and run. You run and run and run and run. You run and run. You run and run and run. You run.
Fuck. How do we
Yeah.
get out of this? Like, is there a way to get out of the repeats?
Taking maybe speaking to somebody, taking a new kind of action.
Yeah, we've got Emily Kickinson there. Maybe we can talk to her.
I think, to be honest, I think those the speech bubble things are actually inputs to the AI, and we've just allowed it to kick back repeats.
No, it always does that, Jack. Like every time you do a do or a say, it repeats it in the next line.
Does it? I remember that being a thing, but like if you stop it from doing that, it won't do it anymore.
All right. Oh well.
It's
keep
too
it on
late now.
story
We're
then.
so far in, it's baked into
Yeah.
how the AI operates. But just running. Oh, Noah, there it is. Look at that action. Look at him go. It's the city of summer rain, so we need like just the splashing waters and the. If you can somehow draw the smell of petrichor, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, that's a
know.
good word.
Yeah, thank you. It's a $100 word of the day. What words? What word do you think holds the most power?
The
Make
signifies
something
only one.
singular and definitive.
Definitive, yeah.
That is pretty excellent. Yes, I enjoy that.
Yes.
You think the word yes?
I feel like the word no has more power than yes.
Oh, here we go.
It depends on glass half full, half empty. You know. Yes, you're welcoming things in. You are receptive to ideas.
But that's the thing. It's like it's to me like yes, having it be that receptive, you're welcoming things in. I feel like the definitive nature of a no, of saying I refuse to let this in. I refuse to allow. Like I refuse you, essentially. I feel like that has a lot of power to it as well.
You know what I say to that, Noah?
What?
Yes.
You
No!
run and run and run and run through the city of summer rain. You leave the shop. You need to be anywhere but here. You run through the city of summer rain and run and find yourself out of the city on a hill overlooking a cliff. You call to the heavens.
Why are we here? Take away this facade and let me see the world for what it really is.
You look down the cliff. You see a puddle of darkness.
Uh-oh.
Not that. It doesn't look like anything. There must be something more.
You run down the hill to that puddle of darkness.
I want you to be real!
The puddle of darkness disappears. You watch the land of the rainbow disappear.
Whoa!
I'm just hitting it.
This is when they got into the experimental stuff halfway through the season.
Yeah, the show is coming to a conclusion. That's
This is
awesome.
This is one of those shows, Captain Planet, where it was like on Deke and everyone was like, why is this so like, adult sometimes?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the land of rainbows and children.
Ooh.
And
I think-
sometimes
Yeah. It feels like every episode explores a new literary device, and this one's about like subversion or like surrealism or existentialism or whatever. You watch the land of rainbow disappear. You see the land of innocence. You see the future. You see the past.
I really want to see someone.
You say. You begin to cry. You cry as only a poet can cry.
Oh.
By stopping suddenly.
Sorry, can I just say that line though? That's just poetry.
Hey, you're right. That's pretty poetry. You begin to cry. You cry as only a poet can try. You stop suddenly.
I have an idea.
You say. You try to sleep. You try harder.
Oh, like only by dreaming ourselves can we bring the land back.
That's kind of
pretty
cool. And like by buying into that dream, you are admitting that it's not real, but it's like the only thing that you have. And now it's a question of what's more valuable to you, the truth or having someone to talk to, or having someone to see. It is beautiful. I like this one.
Uh-oh. I just got an
But to
error
try
message.
and sleep is just trying to fail.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, you all good?
Yeah, I got an error message, but then it just popped in.
Okay. You try to sleep. You try harder. But to try and sleep is just trying to fail. You try. You fail first.
If only there was some way I could, just power nap. Quick cat nap. Nap, nap, nap.
You are a superhero.
It's like your mantra to put you to sleep.
Little nap, little cat nap. Little nap,
gotta-
nap, nap.
You gotta not try to sleep, right? If you try and sleep, you'll never fall asleep.
Yeah, you gotta count your naps. Oh, I got that status code 500 or whatever here as well. Oh. Oh, here we go. No, we're all good. You are a superhero. You can do anything. Your possibilities are infinite. And that's all I have.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
What is there to say?
Are we willing to accept that this is just what the world is? Like this is the universe, or are we trying to go back to how it was? What's our mindset right now?
I think there's something poetic in exploring this strange new world.
That's also true. With our ripped pecs, lacking sleeves. If they are infinite, why would any of them matter? Your argument is convincing. You sleep
Hey, we did it!
and you awake.
I'm drinking to that.
That's pretty cool.
Beat you, AI.
You did it. You won. And then it woke you up again.
Pouring some nice, sweet cognac.
That's
Yes.
gorgeous.
No,
This is cool.
The idea was how do we get to sleep, right?
Yeah.
And if we are, we can never sleep. We can never break the cycle because we have this idea of we're a superhero, we're perfect, we're wonderful, everything is infinite. But you have to ask then, if everything is infinite, how does any one thing matter then if everything is unending and never,
everything within it is contained. There, no choice matters, and until you realize that and you break the cycle, you can't fall asleep. You can't find meaning.
It is poetry.
Are you still pushing on with the story?
You have
This is a cool
never
moment.
seen.
Oh, here we go.
Also, Noah has drawn the AI very frustrated at us.
Sure, you won.
Sure,
it says.
you won. Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Yeah, it's a victory. No, this is a cool image. I
I
know
like
it's
how
just a
the-
man really far away.
I like how the binary ones and zeros are also forming like the sweat on his brow as he's like,
You awake. You wake up in a new world. A world you've never seen. Or at least seen like this. You awake. You see the land of innocence, the future, the past, the world of innocence, the world of imagination. You see the world of dreams. You see the world of poetry. I don't know about you guys, but this new Doctor Strange movie slaps.
yeah, man.
What you drawing up here there, Noah?
Trees.
Trees. But now, there are shadows, and you embrace them. For you are its master. You see the world of dreams. You see the world of poetry. But now there are shadows, and you embrace them. For you are its master.
I'm drinking to that too. Jeez.
My water is empty. I will pretend.
That's how much poetry we've encountered tonight.
Yes, that's a
I
lot
think
of
that's
poetry.
the end of the story.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting one where, and I think it's funny. I don't know where my mind is right now. There's that moment of like children's cartoons and all media goes through it, like, and superheroes have gone through it, and everyone has, where you sit in this world of, Jack, you should probably be making the song so that we can. Come on,
Thank
I'm
you.
just
Sorry.
gonna say
Thank
that,
you.
yeah.
Yep.
Where I'm not going to talk for like 20 minutes and have nothing to talk about while we wait for a song. Where we have like a two-dimensional, a vision of the world, right? And eventually you have to like understand that the evil isn't so compartmentalized, a puddle just to beat on with a people's elbow, right? You have to, and then once you realize that, there's actual choice, and yeah. I don't know. That's pretty cool. At least I think it's cool.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That was cool. Do you guys have any song titles you want to throw out as well?
Yeah, we don't have Mysterious P to usually hit up
To
a million.
inundate us.
What
calling it
were
to
our
you guys.
characters again?
I feel like we need to make the theme for this show, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Poetic Justice League theme.
Oh yeah. Okay. What's the title theme of the Poetic Justice League show? Poetry in motion.
Your dad says between rhyme and reason.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Let's do it.
Poetic Justice League Season 2, between rhyme and reason.
And poetry and justice for all. Do we want to try an epilogue, or do we just let it sit in this free-falling?
Try an epilogue. Why don't we just see what
The other characters are doing, maybe. Let's see if Emily Kickinson ever found what she needed at the library before it fizzled out of existence.
Emily Kick. Oh, I didn't hit a bunch of spaces. I hope it doesn't keep it on the same line. Excuse me. Oh.
Emily Kickinson is your new girlfriend. She's more beautiful than any woman you've ever seen.
Aw, even with the burns.
Yeah.
William Swordsworth.
I like how the bulrushes. I'm imagining there's like long grass and bulrushes all around him, but it looks like he's like fallen from the sky and cratered them out.
William Swordsworth is your new best friend and is mysteriously, maybe not mysteriously, acting very protectively of you.
Oh my goodness.
That's not
He's
a mystery.
jealous of
He likes
Emily.
us.
He's also the most beautiful girl you have ever seen.
What about Oscar Wildman? What's he up to? He's putting out a new play. Importance of being hairy. I don't know.
It's a good one.
Oscar
New adaptation
Wildman.
of The Wolfman.
Oscar Wildman is your boss. You ask him for a day off. He says no. And so you go to work. You go to work. You go to work. You go to work. You go to work.
We also had a few other ones that we didn't encounter in the story. I'm going to pull them from the world info. Ba-dum. Let's do William Carlos's Williams.
Oh yeah, I forgot about William Carlos's Williams. Oh, who could forget?
Who could forget his many little
Unforgettable Williams. The man of many bills.
William Carlos's Williams is a poet. You call him on the phone and he answers. You tell him about your new girlfriend. He laughs and tells you a story.
that classic William Carlos's Williams.
I remember when I had a girlfriend.
In an age long past.
Many of them, in fact.
Oh,
For I
man.
can duplicate myself. Did I tell you about that?
Yes, William Carlos,
Oh.
you have told me
Let's
many
see
times.
Oh, that's why he's William Carlos's.
Lord Bionic
Bionic Ron.
Oh my god.
Lord Bionic Ron.
All of these, there was no world info document, so I couldn't
Oh,
check
boy,
in.
you
all
missing
of these
out.
Are all
Yeah.
new.
Oh, boy.
Lord Bionic Ron Numaraharayapu is a poet. You call him on the phone, and he answers. You tell him about your new girlfriend. He laughs a little and tells you a story. You and he then sing a song. Oh my God, Jack! And what's the song?
Guys, the AI keeps giving me empty inputs. I'm so sorry this is taking so long.
I just love the idea that we're so excited by our girlfriend. We're calling all our
Everybody, guys,
Hey, did
you
you
will
hear?
not believe this.
and Emily.
All right,
All right,
well, let's
Are you doing Stone
let's
Cold
call
Jane
Robert
Austen
Frost
as well?
and tell him.
Oh, yeah. Damn it, come on, AI.
Oh, this is essentially you and Emily.
Anyways, here's a story. Once I went to Boston.
Robert Burnsonator is a poet. You call him on the phone and he answers. You tell him about your new girlfriend. He laughs and tells you a story. You and
More
he
than the
then
others.
sing a song. You answer the phone and you answer. Hello? Me? Have you heard about our new girlfriend?
You leave yourself a message.
You and yourself laugh.
Is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
All right, I'm on the bridge. Sorry for the pause here, guys. The AI keeps returning empty inputs and giving me error messages, but I'm almost there.
We're playing a game of hole in the bottom of the sea with the AI right now.
Robert Frostbite is a poet. You call him on the phone and he answers. You tell him about your new girlfriend. He laughs and tells you a story. You and he then sing a song. You answer the phone. You answer. You go back home. And you go home.
But Ezra Pound, I'm remembering.
May I assume that Ezra Pound is just incredibly strong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't change his name.
Yeah, he is exactly as he sounds.
Good.
Ezra Pound is a poet. You call him on the phone and he answers. You tell him about your new girlfriend. He laughs and tells you a story. You and he then sing a song. You answer the phone and you answer.
Yes, Miss Kickinson?
The alarm won't turn off!
We're slowly building
All
a
right.
new story, just as we keep calling new people.
All right, guys, I'm inviting you over to the
Thank God.
show. Yeah,
Thank
I'm sorry
you
about that,
so
guys.
Oh, I wanted to know
There you
who was
go.
going to pick up the phone, who we were going to tell about a new girlfriend, and then we were going to learn about what alarm.
What a lie.
I'm curious as to what the alarm is about, but not that curious.
All right, this song features a live fade out at
Hey.
the very end. This is kind of fun. All right, let's do Eric, you kick us off with verse 1 and chorus 1. Jesse, Noah, you take verse 2 and chorus 2. And
Oh.
Jesse, you bring us in with the bridge and the final chorus, and I'll
good.
do the little tag at the end.
Wait a minute. I just still need to get in.
Oh, okay.
But
Sounds
but
good.
you can keep talking about it.
No, it's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely. I need
What's
to-
the what's the vibe of it?
This is a 90s television show opening theme song. It's a metronome.
Great.
Ba-na-na-na-na.
I need something cool. I need something exciting.
Trumpets, drums.
I don't have any of those.
Oh no.
I'm pressing the fast button, but I can't tell if it's
Fast,
speeding up.
fast.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Thank God. All right. Everybody know who's singing when?
I'm doing one in verse 1 and chorus 1, right?
You got it.
All right.
Verse 2, chorus 2.
Time to listen to the master of time. If you want to survive, you gotta roll with the flow. There's no pause or rewind, so you better get with the rhyme. And it's sharp as a razor, rhyming like a boomerang. And it's faster than a jet, flow like a dragon. 'Cause my flow is like my style, like my style. Got the heart enough to save the world. And everybody around between reason and the rhyme. You hear me flow like a dragon. It don't stop till it stops.
Perfect.
Great.
Hear my beats, there's always a rhyme. Make you laugh, make you cry, but you sing it. Oh, you sing it.
Yeah.
Back and forth to your list, you feel it. It's as light as a feather, as light as a feather. Woo! 'Cause my flow is like my style, like my style. Got the heart, enough to save the world. And everybody around, between rhyme and reason. You hear me flow like a dragon. It don't stop till it stops.
Oscar Wildman emerges from the mist. Got the flow, 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 got the flow. Get the flow, got the flow, got the flow. Oh, there's instructions. Okay.
And I'd just like to say that through this last verse, with special guest appearance by that Country Buns has asked for, in season 2, officially it is actually not just a strong man, but Ezra the Dog Pound.
Welcome to season 2 of the Poetic Justice League. Wait, what? Hello, citizens of Earth. This is the Poetic Justice League.
The voice continues.
We're back, and we've got a whole new season planned for you.
Mark!
Oh shoot! I just realized that was the bit you were gonna do, Jack. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I thought that
it's
was
okay.
I thought that was the final chorus.
No, to be honest, the final chorus was "Got the flow,
I
God,
see.
got the flow!" Exclamation point. And with that 3.5 minute long title sequence, you never have to worry about going under time again. All your scripts can be 16 pages and problem solved.
Hell yeah.
You know, that was some of those lyrics were great, though.
Yeah, there's actually some really good stuff in there.
There was actually some rhyming, you know?
Yeah, especially when they claimed that there would be rhymes. There were rhymes.
Yeah, it was both
All right.
reasonable and rhyming.
Well, I just banged on the piano for 3 minutes, and my downstairs neighbor just banged on their ceiling, so I'm going to say there's nothing else to say except that you can find us at patreon.com/imperfectlibrarians. You can type !Discord into the chat to join the Imperfect Librarians Discord community. Is there anybody live right now that we'd like to raid?
Our good friend Denny Dicely is doing a roundtable with some DMs, so let's go learn how to be DMs.
Let's go raid the Dicely D&D folks.
Oh,
Lovely. And I leave you with a thought from famed theologian G.K. Chesterson's book, Alarums and Discursions. Poets have been mysteriously silent on the subject of cheese. Good night, everybody. I will have a noise complaint tomorrow morning.